How's it going, everybody? Doing an eating video here today and a little rambling. We'll be eating Pringles Harvest Blends, blended with sweet potato. I don't think I've ever had these. Sea salt blended with sweet potato or whatever the hell. I've had the BBQ sweet potato ones. Those are pretty good. These Harvest ones are actually pretty decent. I'll be drinking some of this brisk iced tea and just rambling about stuff. I was gonna get popcorners. They were on sale 2 for $8. Normally like 5 and change. I was looking at Fritos too, and a bag of Fritos pushing like $6, like $5.90. It's like no. But yeah, I got these. These are actually pretty good. I don't know why I closed that. Started watching the Fallout show. I'm really enjoying it. I'm 3 episodes in. I actually really like it. I think it has the look of the game down. The game I played 3 and 4 full. I played some in New Vegas. And I played, is that it? I never played the first 2. I don't believe I played the first 2. I think I played some of Brotherhood of Steel. It was like on the PS2 and the Xbox, maybe. It was like I guess a side game or something. I don't know. It wasn't like a mainline game, I'm pretty sure. The Brotherhood of Steel is in it. It starts off in the vault. Well, it starts off before that with Walter Goggins' character. He ends up the ghoul. Spoilers, but I forget what he is. He's like in the Marines and stuff, and he's kind of he was an actor. It starts off in the past before it happened, and then like 10 minutes in it happens. These spoilers here, and then it's like 219 years later. But he's a ghoul, so I think ghouls are right. They can live much longer, I guess, due to radiation and whatnot. And then you go with Lucy, and she's in the vault 32, I think, 33. It's 3 vaults together, 33, 32, and 31. It starts off with them, and there's going to be some spoilers here, obviously. It starts off with them in the vault. And then they want to do a wedding, right? And it's her character, Lucy, and her dad, Hank, who's Kyle MacLachlan. The woman who plays Lucy, I was like, she looks real familiar. I'm like, I've seen her somewhere recently. So I looked up her name, and she was actually, because we were watching that too, Yellow Jackets. She played Jackie on Yellow Jackets. But anyway, the Raiders had gotten a hold of this other vault and were disguised into them. And so the beginning is them getting in there, killing people. Just this show is extremely gory. It's kind of gross too in parts. And it has the look of the games down, in my opinion. The suit, the Vault-Tec suit. You got Pip-Boy stuff everywhere. You got the, is it the Pip-Boy that's on your, that's on your wrist? It needs to get they're setting them at one point. They set the map for her on it because eventually shit happens and she wants to find her dad because her dad's taken by the Raiders. And she leaves. She's like, I want to leave. Like, you can't do this. And she leaves. And now she's up on the wasteland. And, you come across some the first 3 episodes, there's been some creatures as well. There was it's the mutated like bear. They call it something, right, with Yao Guy, or I don't know how to say it. But that pops up. Rad Roach is briefly in there because they have the dogs in this. The dog's not called dog meat, but the dog is in there, and it's kind of funny because they use the stim. Give me a stim. And spoilers, at one point the dog gets stabbed by the ghoul, and then he's like, it's not dead, so he brings it, he just gives it the stim pack, and it pops right back up. I was like, that's pretty fucking funny. And you see a lot of the Pip-Boy all over the place, obviously, the advertisements. And that one robot was in the beginning, too, that you would have seen. I forget exactly what it looks like, but you recognize it. But she's now wandering the wastelands, and then the one guy escapes with the dog from where I think he's part of the Enclave. Because the Brotherhood of Steel is there as well. They do it part of this guy, Maximus. I don't know if he was a character in the, like I said, I can't remember. I know Paladin Dance, that was his name, and was he in 4? The thing I really remember about 3 is the end where you're in that giant robot. But so he starts off as a squire for this other guy, and then he lets him die because the bear attacks him. They go to look for they're trying to find the dude, the scientist guys with the dog. Everybody's trying to find him apparently. I'm not gonna go nuts and spoils, but in my opinion, it has the look of the games down pretty damn well. There's callbacks and like Easter eggs or whatever in there as well so far. The other rad, I think there's a bloatfly popped up briefly. There's a giant like sea creature, but I don't know what that's called. It's like I couldn't recognize it fully, so. But it has that goofiness that the Fallout games have, that like humor and that goofiness. And it's pretty damn gory. Because there's a part where the ghoul's fighting with people in his town, and he's shooting him. It's kind of doing the slow down you'd get from the VATS when you did the target the body, but you're not seeing the VAT stuff, but it's doing the slow down. Going through people's heads, splattering. Guy gets his head crushed by the dude, and he's in the armor. The Brotherhood steals the Enclave is gone by Fallout 4, right? They were in 3. They haven't mentioned like the Minutemen yet or anything. Like, I remember them in the Railroad where they were in 4, right? Like I can't even remember the factions in 3. The Institute, I don't think they mentioned. But it's been cool so far. Was it the one part, because they're like, I guess where they train the cadets and stuff, like the army, to then they become the knights and whatever, and the Brotherhood of Steel, and they get the armor. And in the beginning they have like, I believe they have vertibirds, the smaller ones, were they called vertibirds and that? And then they have the big ship, whatever the hell that's called. So it's cool stuff in there, and you're seeing stuff from the games, obviously. I'm waiting to see a Deathclaw in there. What was the one robo called? Like the Robotron or something or other, like 5000, or whatever it's called. There's a ton of stuff they can do with like the different enemies and the super mutants and shit. And obviously caps are in play. There's a lot, you'll notice a lot of like little Easter eggs in there and stuff. No, I personally think it does. Well, it has the look of it down with the suits and everything. And when they're in the vault, and then even outside in the wasteland. And some of the creatures you have seen, the mutated stuff. So far. And like I said, there's humor in there and that kind of goofiness. I'm going to say this. I don't know what... I mean, I know it's reviewing well with critics, but a lot of people don't give a shit what critics say. But so far, the users seem to like it a good amount as well. It's absolutely 10 times better than the Halo show, which I still need to watch the last 2 episodes, but hopefully that finally gets to where it should be in season 3. It's better than the Witcher show as well, which I enjoyed a good amount of, and then kind of just stopped giving a fuck. And it's only 3 episodes in. I've not seen that Twisted Metal show. I think people kind of enjoyed that too. I don't know. I'm not familiar with much Twisted Metal. I've only played a little bit of the games. I think there's 8 episodes. I said I'm really enjoying it, actually, to be honest with you. And like I said, I don't follow the Fallout lore. I like the 2 games. I like 3 and 4. Like I said, I didn't play a ton of New Vegas, but I liked what I played of that. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I did the Brotherhood of Steel, but I cannot remember anything about that. But I'm hoping, you see more stuff. Like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, because the dogs, is the dog in like all of them? There's a dog in dog meat. But I thought that was funny. This to give me a stab. He uses to stimulate the dog. The dog just pops up from like a stab wound. I think fans of the game should like it. I'm not sitting here. I don't. Like I said, I can't remember. Does apparently, does somebody get grabbed in 4 in the beginning and then you go out? Does that actually? Like I said, I've not played 4 since like 2017. 3, I remember. Your dad, he disappears or something, but you come across him again later in the game, I'm pretty sure. He's like a Liam Neeson, I'm pretty sure played him. He's like a scientist or something. I can't remember how they're following things along. I think it's playing more on 3 and 4. What's the other big thing you fight? The Mirelurk, or whatever it's called. I know the Deathclaw is another one, right? Those were created, though, right? They didn't, mutate, I don't think. Radroach. Wasn't there a rat, too? I would check it out. I mean, like I said, I don't know if everybody will like it, but I think it's a solid show. And there's budget there. Like if you watch The Witcher or the Halo show, and I'm not gonna fault. I can't fault it. It looks a little cheesy. You can't fault it if they don't have a big budget. Amazon for even the Lord of the Rings show bored the shit out of me real fast, and it was way too off point. But they threw money into it. They throw money behind their stuff. You could tell there's some money thrown behind this Fallout show. Not everything looks perfect in terms of oh my, the CG or whatever, but it looks really nice. Compared to Halo and The Witcher, it actually looks really nice. It's funny. Because I'm watching the show and I'm thinking back to when I did the Fallout roleplays in the basement in Massapequa, when I was like, well, we're going to have a garage in North Carolina. I might have to bring those back out. Because I enjoyed doing those ones, but it was perfect for the basement background in Massapequa. So this weekend, next week when I get a good look, got this garage and stuff. I could be like, okay, maybe I can make something work here. Eat a few more of these. But yeah, that's just eating some Harvest Blends, sweet potatoes, sea salt, Pringles, and just rambling a bit, mostly about the Fallout show. I didn't call it something else at some point, did I? I don't even know. But yeah, thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.